FNATIC versus FUT Esports, my friends. This is elimination game. Yesterday, FNATIC destroyed Gentlemates on this map. It was incredible. We got Alpha and Jet, bro. I love to see that.
Who knows?
Kayak is playing good, man.
As you're alluding to, yes. And
there's a B. Incredible, for sure.
On the A side.
And one of these two great things, you'll be eliminated, man. This is crazy.
But the spike is here. It's made it to B early on, as have FNATIC crossing the site now. But it will not last long on the site with Zeus around, Sheriff in hand, and he's ripped two heads clean off out of Captain. So he's in trouble. That's the pick right back. Chronicle, he's been putting up big numbers on this breach.
Legend,
he's not
legend.
Change the script anytime soon. Back to a 3v3. It's winnable for FNATIC, Tom, but they have lost a lot of HP.
There's a reason this guy's the #1 rated breach, and although his utility's good,
I don't understand that.
The thing is, though, they're up against Zeus, looking to take over the round. He just even started with an ace! There were rumors!
What the fuck, dude?
Man, in the first round,
it just destroyed FNATIC alone.
It's an ace!
He's giving them good.
Man, this kid is different, bro. I've been telling people, he's different.
Ace, and the tone is set for this map. We saw FNATIC go to the other side of the map. We saw them get on site, and there was a little bit of a hiccup.
Watch his stream, bro. You'll see even more crazy stuff.
Steps up yet again for the double, but it doesn't matter in the face of this brilliance. A young guy on the server, and the only kill for his team.
First round ace already against FNATIC.
There may now be a small window for them to exploit. They make their way right down middle.
Maybe split.
A contact eventually, they might shift it, but no, the Rolling Thunder's gone in, and so too of the players. Alpha already through the choke point. Boaster good for the trade.
Okay, looking clean FNATIC.
Of frags for the side of FNATIC.
Man, this part of it too, I think is already a save. Low-key, I think it's already a save.
Credits where they're at in a
No?
2v4 facing them. They have a tough decision to make.
They will have no money to
well, I'm not
buy next round if they lose the
I
weapons.
think they have to hold on to the guns.
I agree.
The mid round is where they want to pad the gap of that.
Alpha and Jet, man.
It's on the retake.
This is incredible.
We'll see Zeus activate the ultimate. It's certainly not the early round. And,
okay.
Well, by the
doing a fake here. Spike is going
just
A.
Before the spike goes down, clearing the site, confirming there's players here. One snuck right underneath.
Spike's gone the other way.
The spike's out of here, yeah.
It's just a ruse. Like, they sent all of this in alongside the Cosmic Divide to try and open up the A site. Again, Yedege has been put under pressure, but he's done well. He's used those vines to delay as much as possible. And there's still the wall that they have to get past. FNATIC almost have to time this together, otherwise players are going to be trapped, and that has happened. Boaster left outside the site, and they can...
What a great defense by this show.
Leaving Crashies alone, and well, Boaster now with an operator, still with the spike. But they know that there's still potential of this being a B hit.
Even if Alpha was still on that B side.
No.
If he was still on
FNATIC might consider saving this. Especially the Alpha.
On B, and then on A, they're playing more heavily aggressive so that they could potentially fight this one back. FUT are reading that that ultimate is in place. It's just whether or not those two players can hold the line.
Correct. Wow. Huge kill, man.
He's not getting past that line, and Zeus has stepped in to help from above. Sure, they found their pick with the Hunter's Fury, but no access to sight for now.
But man, what can they do here?
Outside of A. At this point, 25 seconds. If they're going to go somewhere else, which it looks like they are, they'll need to be fast. They'll have Vice utility to contend against, and Vice just around the corner. Yedege even activates the Thorns just in time. 15 seconds. Why not? Put it down now. Smoke for Heaven at least going to be in play. But Boaster has to bide his time. He won't be helpful in getting this spike down. In fact, it needs to be planted here and now. No time.
Boaster! Bro, if it was a Phantom.
At the very least. But out of Captain, punishing Boaster. Not caught out by the flank. A 3v2. The advantage is still there for FUT on the defense.
There's going to need to be a shot connected. You can see the defense already locking them into the site, but that's where they already were. Crashy's trying to get up close, but he's been spotted. Leaves him in no man's land. There's all left on to Chronicle. He's been fantastic with this breach operator. Not something I thought I'd say before, but can he win them the round? Two players still standing, watching his angle. He lands another.
Oh, he heard that?
He knows the player's not.
Bro, the guy's a legend. The guy's actually a fucking legend.
Completely a 1v3 on a breach with an up, and sure, the final
something matter.
But it matters not. Yedege just decides to pop that flash just to give a semblance that someone could be there. He was nowhere near in the
Oh
utility.
my god.
Through as well on A. So now they're...
They don't know about Alpha.
The problem is they've not won the first fight. That's Zeus finding the kill. Now the wraparound from Alpha takes some extra space.
So on.
And those players are both isolated on the same angle.
And very worried about Alpha. He could be coming into heaven right now as well. They've got to make a move. They swing into heavy traffic. Stun goes in. Kayak.
Beautiful kid. Damn, bro, that duelist.
And Alpha's had a slower start to this map.
But that was incredible.
We saw it earlier on. His mid lurk. He was sneaking his way up the entire
Jellica,
round.
bro, classic.
Absolutely.
No money for FUT now.
He delivered in so many rounds when this Blade Storm was online. It's not active though. It's the rifle that he has in his hands. The effect, well, the same to start with. Yedege manages to take one out with the classic. The weak weapons on FUT, still putting up a bit of a fight. And Boaster, well,
he's back.
This is the biggest challenge he's had in Spawn so far. Usually players have their back turned. This time, they're pressuring him. And the battle in the Spawn taking place. Ringa, Rosie, he's called for backup too. Kayak's here to help.
I need to, if he's done this for orb management, he is the smartest man in Valorant.
I love
if
him.
he's done it because he's just running away.
Okay, he got out, he got out.
The captain has decided, you know what, I've got my one orb, that's all I want. I'm going straight off the map.
And he got the weapon from Kayak, man. This is good.
Kill on to Kayak, I believe.
Crazy that FUT picked this map against FNATIC. After what they did yesterday.
Fair to say that Kayak has a vague idea on where he's sitting. He's taking a big risk though with that swing.
Okay, they have a plan.
The air goes down. Both ults used, no effect, and the dangers avoided by individual brilliance by a man with 33 HP, destined for death at the start of the round. And although Destiny finally catches up with him, the advantage tangible.
Vice is flanking.
Fury has been used for, well, effect, to be honest. 12 seconds now. We ran all the way down to the final as Yedege rounds that corner, but he won't be able to deny the plant. What he will do is take Chronicle down, take Boaster out of the equation, and leave Crashies to do it all.
Yedege,
Well,
man, the guy is so
Crashies
good.
is for Yedege as well. Footer back on the board.
And Zeus,
Nice round.
doesn't he get the
Nice
ult?
delay from
I think so.
Maybe Crashies on the Hunter's Fury. Although I see he's the one bringing the spike in.
That was info. I think that jump spot from Mr. Farlin has still caught that aggressive position. Space has been taken, but it does seem like FUT more than happy to play the retake. They've got themselves the Steel Garden. They almost could have lost it, but also could have gained the kill.
god.
Nonetheless, for FNATIC,
Where's
they've
the
removed
Boaster,
some of that util. It's just whether or not they can get into a more aggressive position. I am looking at Kayak, though. That late flank could be everything, but you can see they are constantly checking for this.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, really. And we saw the impact from Alphier being able to run up on that flank. Now the ult activated. Kayak uses that as his trigger point to start stepping forward. B-site overwhelmed, and players being pushed back by utility. Now, this is a big danger. The defuse tapped, and who can stop it? Hunter's Fury is the first port of call for FNATIC. Already, though, the defuse has gone halfway.
They went together, but not that.
All
What?
the way down.
Still a strong attack side showing, but we will have to witness a little bit more of that defense. A very aggressive stack up from the defenders. That's 1-2 spotted. They
This is a
both
different
run
approach
away.
here. They bet for
Do they
Yedege.
plan for the third?
Surely.
But it's good
they
check.
do.
Crashes. Huge kill, man. Huge
I
kill.
wasn't going to give FNATIC the credit for clearing the corner after seeing so many flee. Kayak is again in this position, but because of the aggressive A main spot, they're not quite there with the same level of info gathering. They don't know that he is wrapping up in heaven. It might not matter. Zeus,
They gotta wait for him, no?
matters into his own hands, playing quite aggressive indeed. Tucked in behind the box, Alpha comes around and a nasty surprise awaits him. Zeus now looking for a little bit more. Decoy sent out, faking the steps as heaven attempts to be reclaimed. Mr. Fallen loses his life for that though, as Kayak claims the kill himself, and Crashy so desperately low, and Zeus quickly dispatches them. It's Chronicle and Boaster left in it, but the operator rings out. So does Zeus's weapon for another ace. He's dug them out of a deep, deep hole. And
Dude is a
7-5
fucking
in the
god, bro. Dude is
Two
actually
aces
god at this
for them
game,
to
man.
get 5 rounds. It really
This
shows
is crazy, man.
that
This is
guy
elimination
on a
game, man.
different
This is
level
where
in terms of the
you
individual
really test
ability.
players, man.
But I'll be honest with you, Mitch.
And
I think they're gonna
he's doing
need
that,
a
man.
whole
2
lot more if
aces
they're gonna
against
turn this
FNATIC,
round in
man.
half number 2.
Who else can say that they did that? I can remember. This is unbelievable, bro. Actually unbelievable. MVP already.
Maybe they'll need it. They are still down by a couple of rounds. Pistol would be nice. And well, hey, he started
Imagine
it
the
off.
confidence, bro. Just imagine.
Not again, surely. Let's see, FNATIC. Well, there's a bit of pressure put on Crashies. He is trapped in this corner, spotted and taken down, but he will eliminate Zeus for...
Worth it.
Yeah, perhaps. A 4v2 that they're left in. Remember, none of these players on foot found a kill in the last pistol, Tom, so that's because they were all taken away from them. Kayak and Boaster, all right. That's not a bad shot to start with. Yedajay's tagged down low. I wasn't expecting this to be that competitive, but there's still quite a chance for especially a player like Kayak. He needs the first clean, and he won't find it with a quick trade from Yedajay.
What it looks like, though, is a very direct B hit.
Yeah, Kayak's going to have the pressure on him immediately. Gate crash to get out, though, so if he can stick around, he can take a few more risks. Zeus, 10 HP. Kayak's already out of here. That's free damage, but converting on it will be different.
Bro, look at the way he shoots, man.
In his hands. Boaster will fall.
It's just incredible.
Some of the utility now removed from FNATIC's retake. Weaker weapons in play for FUT, but if they can close distance and pick up that rifle, it'll be wonderful. Unfortunately, they're stuck on that site, kept back by the re-aggression from FNATIC, and now, with the weaker weapons in hand, they still, despite the even numbers, have an uphill battle on their hands.
The main thing against FNATIC at this stage will be that time. It is a perfect to give them the information. That leaves the remaining players with very little to play with. And while with already cracks dealt with, Yedajay, he kind of just has to die at this stage just to make sure.
Good thing for FNATIC, man.
Getting everything he
can
do.
Vandals here.
Get that extra orb, trying to deny them. You know what?
On tray.
It's a little bit of extra cost. Stunned first, they can't shoot it. They were both revealed.
A little hard.
Nice combo.
On the backside.
Calm down, Zeus, calm down.
Already down. Yeah, positions last time were based on the weaker weapons. This time, FUT could be a little bit more aggressive in post plans, but let's see if
on
we
the first buy,
there. Zeus
pretty good.
has been taken out of the game, and who will fill his boots?
Yeah, he sucks losing the first player so hard, bro.
Yedajay on that lurk. Kayak's not getting over aggressive, realizing already we have that man advantage. We have Hunter's Fury for a retake if we get there. Doesn't need to be the hero necessarily in this round. But that double push-up of deep control is definitely the most interesting piece here for FUT. Can they make something of this? Isolating Boaster would put Kayak in a tough position. And it feels like they have to go towards B just based on where the spike is.
I think the idea might be for Cracks to draw their eyes, so they try to push him out of position and walk straight into Yedajay. He can be the unknown factor, dodging the Hunter's Fury at least so he won't be pinged up. And there's a real chance to drop Chronicle and open an avenue for late round works. Well, yeah, I probably shouldn't have doubted Chronicle on that.
Never, bro. Never done that.
He doesn't have a lapse in judgment, just holds his ground and delivers the shot when needed. FUT need to find another solution, and the aggression of Cracks seems to be it. He's up close to the smoke while his teammates fall back further while they set up for post plant. One away from a Hunter's Fury on Mr. Fallen. If he can grab a pick on the cross and bail out, it could be huge.
Out of charges.
Trading is the game though for FNATIC. All 5 players are going to try and take these fights together. Smoke going to be put onto the spike. Close range positions might not be expected. That one's easy for Cracks, but already tagged down to 30 HP.
Yeah, FNATIC, man.
Again,
played that really good.
Left completely
They
isolated.
didn't give a chance for FUT, man. And now their money is not good.
Going to be getting it. We'll be in isolation. We've seen big plays from FUT. We've had individuals, but then everything is
perfect timing.
FNATIC.
He heard that. He heard that.
Ludicrous play. This is something that Levin was doing a lot on BBL. The walk down, the ability to gate crash out is
Oh my
huge.
god. Oh my god.
The only piece of utility they've got is to cover the other side of the map.
I thought he was going to get more. Low-key.
Could even have gotten
He
more
could get more.
if he waited. The whole team was on its way there. But that damage, Tom, that might be enough. Out of Captain's utility is key for this site take.
Yeah, you can't move players. You can't stun them up. You can't have your smokes. Like, it's just going to have to be a dry hit in Boaster. Oh, he's caught in his own utility, though. Kayak still within the sight.
That's retired,
No
bro.
ability to escape at this stage. Has to stand and fight. And what was looking like a damning position now sits in a 3v3.
Very winnable indeed. Sides. But they were still caught by it.
There's no way, bro.
One of them was even a headshot, so not mattering so
Man,
much.
this
He
kid
takes
is
advantage of the chaos. Alpha Year's
too
looking to
good,
pick
man.
up the
Too good.
pieces in a 1 versus 3.
It's actually unbeatable.
Looks like FUT are charting a course for a 10-9 scoreline. And with the economy where it is for FNATIC, we could see things equalized without too much difficulty. What a recovery this has been. It's not over yet. Maybe Alpha can pull out the play. No, he
high and low.
too many
No chance
players
for
on the
him, man.
backside, and again, FUT
Zeus once
in this
again.
position, grouping up. It's the right call. The firing squad prevails.
What can I say, man? One more run for him.
Like the way
One more run
this
for
round
FUT.
started off, like he mentioned, he could wait. If ADA captain comes out, he's looking
yeah,
at him. That was the only problem. It was a weird way
gonna
to
show?
do your util, but
I spray?
it was the way that he was doing it. But it's the
Okay,
walk up. Both sides. It is the one sort of real downside of Astra. It's very easy to get caught up in your own utility. We've seen it from both of them in this round.
To cover the walk up on A, we've seen this before, and Yedije to cover the mid push. The site itself has most of
No
the
money for
attention.
FNATIC, man.
the
This is one
attention of everyone
is a big
except
round.
Yedije.
Rolling Thunder for Chronicle, Kayak, Lloyd Chiba has ult.
Rolling
And hand to
Thunder.
the surf from Mr.
Hunter's
Fallen.
Fury, dimensional drill. This combo normally guarantees you at least a kill, but in fact it's the attack one used first. Now the defensive one comes in, and that's Kayak who's got down to it. Oh, that's as bad as that could have gone. Friendly fire on the side of FNATIC, and Mr. Fallen in the meantime has managed to
What was that, FNATIC?
utility to find the kills. Now that knife in the back from Yedije leaves just one.
Oh, they saved 0 weapons. This could be GG, low key.
That was looking like the perfect setup of ultimates.
It was a disaster.
FNATIC.
Going towards that B site, 4 players pushing up. You get 4 members of FUT charging into your face. It's
Oh,
very
he only
difficult.
just came out of the ult.
Yeah, well, right before we switched, he was still in dimensional drift, so yeah, it had to be perfect timing, essentially, or imperfect, as you like. But
I
Yedije,
always knew that Crashies was still NA.
he's come to take him down from the inside. Push. Let's see who else is covering it.
Obscuring, blocking,
We're seeing
big,
this
lasting
perspective.
net.
Oh, no!
And he gets the kill, man.
I don't think our captain's ever playing Astra again after
Yeah,
this
man,
game.
fuck.
It's gonna be so
Astra is so good in
frustrating,
this
man.
map, but
Oh, the Blade Storm Stonewall to pick up the first,
fun to
even with
play.
low HP. Your opponent doesn't have a weapon out. They'll find it hard to deal the damage. The Waldo is about to give away the info, the updraft instead, but Mr. Fallen was sat
Man, Yedije
ready
solo.
and waiting. Zeus up in an advanced position. No gate crash though. He can't get out of here. He has to stick around.
he's carrying this game, bro. Low key, he's carrying this game.
Just like that.
His performance is one of the best, man.
Boaster alone.
He's destroying
And
FNATIC,
reveal
bro.
line
That
for
is the
Mr.
truth.
Fallen. Time against him, and a player sat up top. This one isn't going anywhere near FNATIC's favor, and with Yedije closing
Bro,
it,
Zeus.
it is 12
What I
to
got,
10.
bro.
2 chances for a team who's been
The wine? Beer? What is
to
that?
this map to take the
Can they
lead.
drink beer on the...
0 going into FNATIC's map pick.
I'll say as
On this
well,
players?
I think Yedije in the second half has been a god tier. Like the amount of positions that he's found himself in just to remove all weaponry at the end of the round, or in this case, I believe he took away all their guns.
It's German, right? So,
From a
of
side
course they can drink
position, so
beer,
they
bro.
still didn't know where he was coming from. He's just been, well, he's been an absolute rat, but in the best possible way. 12 to 10. What was a decent position, a streak of rounds, and FNATIC looking like they could have had this over the line. FUT have found themselves at the depths already. This B site does have a stack up of players, but none of them currently within the site.
Alpha's looking for the push. And he's found it, or they found him at least. Through the smoke, he tried to back up, but there was no way out. A 5v3 emerges. There's a late flank by Yedije.
Man, this fracture will be insane.
Spotted by Crashies. Pixel perfect.
I wanna
on
see
the
pro.
timing. Just shallow enough on the peak, and his kayak falls. The site itself still contested. The flank definitely coming through. Mr. Fallen's ran in just to try to...
GG, man. GG.
Yedije can pick up any more kills. It's an in-zone flawless to close out Abyss, and FUT look fired up coming into FNATIC's map pick of Fracture next.
Yeah, it has been proven to us as well that lightning can strike twice in the form of Zeus. Like the KO as a
Zeus now on Neo, bro. Alpha once again on the chamber. Let's see, man.
Right in to
FUT
take
has
sand
footage
control,
here
no
too.
doubt. Zeus is going to
Counter
be
FNATIC.
pacey with a lot of these early fights. The
Let's
guy
see if they
is
will
on
be
a
able to
neon
do
at
it.
the end of the day, and you're not playing against a Cypher. So much that he can do. Claiming control up top above the smokes. Looks like
Chronicles over
will
low.
have to come and join
From
the
Mr.
pack.
Fallen and cracks.
Already ripped 2 heads off, and sight has been claimed. An easy plant and a retreat back to A main, defended by a trap wire behind. Although they lose Mr. Fallen on the way out and some valuable breach utility, this round will be very difficult to recover for the remaining FNATIC
They're
players.
definitely gonna spam that, right?
spam
Okay.
up top.
Yes.
I got the aftershock there.
Gets the kill.
instead. It might-
Aye, ace, ace,
Surely when
ace.
See another one.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
Zeus has already proven that he is the master of the aces. Cracks can't quite get it over the line. And now Crashies has to try and fight it back. He manages to get a couple within a second. And it's down to
Time, bro, time.
Talked about it last time FUT played this map. It was
Bro, you
Yedajay
throw
and
2 shock darts
in
there,
that
bro.
round card.
And you still
Well,
gonna...
I think he's already done what was needed.
I gotta throw, bro.
eventually
Yo,
move him
you
out
got
of
blessed by
position.
God there,
He'll
but
hit
you
that
didn't want to win the
final
round.
shot, but it won't matter in the end. But
True for case already, man.
oh, what an exciting way to kick off.
What are the thing chances, man? You throw 2 shock darts there and still gonna check the
pistol
spot?
with an ace for FUT.
Oh,
we're gonna
time
have to
was
start
low.
looking into
Chances of
either how
winning the
FNATIC
round
play
was
pistols
very
or
low,
what the
but
hell's going on in FUT. This shot was nice. The follow-up was sublime. Now you could argue Chronicle and Alpha probably should have been on that line together, but waiting
This
for a
was
flash,
insane.
etc.
Got so lucky there.
And even gets
Clean
the
shots,
ball
clean
at
shots.
time.
Hey,
Beautiful round.
Cruel.
This is Crashy's map.
Yeah, man, that's
You
true.
know.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Take control, especially against these pistols. Taking sand and longer range angles should be a safe enough bet. But Alpha here, he's got the headhunter. Didn't find the head, but the body on Captain is enough. And a 5v3 with the spike planted. This is a very winnable round for FNATIC. Oh,
Alpha!
I
missed that.
He's got another! And that is outrageous.
This is starting to get scary. More than scary. The only thing now is that a lot of that weaponry has dissipated.
Look at the
No
flank.
more bullets left. It will come down to trades. This is kind of where I want to see the FNATIC players group up. Look to play this one together instead. Some isolated fights, but it doesn't matter. They're going to win.
Flawless
every single
eco
one
round.
of them. Maybe the most peculiar in-zone flawless I've ever seen.
Rifty
Damn.
and in-zone flawless,
Both.
whatever you want to call it. It's a round that should
This
not
is Alpha
fall
round,
into
man.
FNATIC's hands. That shot there as well on the Cracks. You just remove everything they've got left to work with, and the breach is on site. Well, that is the question. Not much of a question. I imagine it won't. Site has been taken by FUT, but a complete retake setup from FNATIC. They're far back. They're not looking to give any opportunities away to their opponents. And so they shall have to wait. Hunter's Fury is there. Operator for Alpha is there.
Here.
But with FUT getting this so quickly, they did burn up a lot of utility at least. It's still going to be quite difficult. They've got a lot of positions that they're... It's a blind Hunter's Fury. It does clear heaven though. Doesn't get the kill.
Dancing for his life. The rest of the players relatively passive. Pop flash utilized in an attempt to delay. Already going to have to try and dodge some of that utility thrown in. Yedajay has found one to sort of kick things off, and the trade's going firmly in the favor. And as that clock ticks, it gets tougher and tougher. A nice shot from Kayak to end it, but it will just be the escape from the remaining two. A bit of damage done in what they've been looking for. Even still, though, it will end up with FUT in that post spawn. And a lot of the time, although there's a hell of a lot of utility for FNATIC, it can be difficult to get back in.
Well, that's it. And they have to do well on the same main fight. Still a trap. Protecting that backside. They'll know there's more players coming this way. Captain to use his Cosmic Divide to make it harder to push forward on the site. The drone is being used
And this
by
is tough for
Crashies.
FNATIC.
But they come through sand, through main, and into Captain. A nice opening
Alpha's a
kick to
boss,
start
man.
with.
8
Alpha
kills
tag
already.
down low. Time still ticking. They're going to have to take some risks now. Run forward into these angles and give the fights to FUT. The stun has
Time.
though. And with Yedajay down, the pressure's now on. Surrounded on the side is Mr. Fallen. He has to take them all down, and he hasn't quite got what it takes. The time, though, has ran too low. So even with the picks, they just
Okay, at
timed
least they saved up.
Walking up into the fight.
But there's a counter. FNATIC, they've got themselves the stun. Kayak's got the operator, but he couldn't get around there. Smokes kept them safe for a moment. Chronicle, good to defend.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
And it makes it at least a positive trade. The stun not followed up on, and Kayak setting back up with the operator. He's in the angle, and he's out of the round. Cracks with some well-delivered shots.
They're fine with Corners counter.
There's still some to contend with. Rolling Thunder won't hit onto Crashies. He's still here, still defending the site and dropping the spike to the floor with Yedajay on 11 HP. And the spike down in the open time going to tick away and allow some more FNATIC players to get into position. Alpha's here, Crashies is up on Satellite, and Boaster in heaven. They don't even, from the side of FUT, have an angle to fight from. They don't have an iota of where to take this. Planting and hoping for the best is the only hope they have.
Cracks needs
Bro, with Cracks alive, you never know, man.
Yedajay's only goal is to play that off angle and try
Yeah,
and
if Yedajay gets one, I think Cracks wins this.
Cracks is expecting players to come from above, but he's already spotted one of the bullets. He has found the kill, though. It's now left on to twltch. Just 11 HP. That shot's for free. Spins back around.
Crashes, man.
There. It is
Always good for the clutch, bro.
It ultimately does the work in this round.
Laser come down in their actual spawn.
Oh my.
They might not expect this either.
He gets this, right?
Close, peeked in by twltch. FUT managing to trade it
He
back
can
to
crouch
even
that, bro.
numbers.
No chance for alpha.
That's so much info. It lets them know there's only one man currently within that A site, but the rotations are incredibly quick.
You're in big
They will have
trouble.
seen that Bosa is full sprint in order to try and get back into position. Zeus already going to be delayed, denied.
Beautiful. Yo, crashes. Thank yous already. 11.
Gets the timing spot on, and that clock is ticking. Nice one from out of captain, though. He may have needed a little bit more.
Now you can shock that twice.
Around, the Zeus is still standing. With the spike down on the deck, he needs this kill nice and fast. I don't know if he spotted it, but he's got the kill anyway. Down to the 1 versus 1.
Run, Neon.
Look at the ult.
10 seconds left.
That showstopper available, just waiting for him to
God.
round that corner, knowing there'll be someone there, and it's easy for Kayak in the end.
Again, this aggression comes in from FNATIC. They push north side. One's even activated the trap, and twltch knows he's got a free kill. That's an upgrade to a weapon as well, and about as good of a start as you could hope for if you're a FUT fan. That's not a
Like,
great
to be
follow,
fair,
but
you
at least they've
don't
dropped
see
alpha
players holding that
and
position.
taken another in the form of Boaster. This is quickly gone from a situation where FUT think if we do damage, this is great, to we should win this round.
We'll see more of that for sure.
Unless Crashy has something to say about it. We've highlighted him throughout
Man,
the
this
map.
is a big round.
Someone that can
Not ready yet.
and has been doing immense amount of damage.
Found them.
Finding an isolated battle is not going to be easy. Fakes the drop, knows where Zeus is. The shock dart is going to do a large amount of damage, but Mr. Fallen is just waiting for that contact. Sitting there with the stinger, and the time is ticking away. Nobody giving him anything. Set up with the stun and a showstopper potential outside A. They put this into the right place, it could end the round, but instead, because of the ultimate that's been used at null command, it leaves them stuck on the site.
Crashy's pushed Satellite as well. If he goes down, it's a big problem. Site control being held onto with both hands. Kayak and Chronicle, the ones doing the work there. Very late play, though, from twltch. They're going to now pump the brakes, not just because of that showstopper, but because they were waiting for this, the chance to catch Crashies off, but he spots them just about. And with that info now in their hand, so, well, Crashies almost goes down anyways. They fall back. They reset into this much more passive play. I believe it's quite far away, but that chamber trap, if it's still online for B, it's a ton of information. But eventually, if FUT do just pump the brakes, if they do just wait, FNATIC will start sending players back the other way.
Normally you might expect the cosmic divide here, but with 2 players in the site, that could be counterintuitive. You're going to almost lock yourselves out of isolating some of those battles. I think they need to wait for someone to find a gap, and that gap was found. Ada Captain again has been
Cling to cling.
This has been his spot of the map, and well, the remaining 2 back in spawn.
There was a moment where FNATIC looked set to run away.
Bro,
The
Ace?
economy was set up well. Their ult
Ace?
economy miles ahead, and now they're just jumping into the fray.
Another point
Ada Captain
game, man.
denied the ace, but the 4-piece surely has done enough. twltch, well, he's around in the spawn. He's legging it, taking his time, taking the rope right now. This is risky. I mean, if Crashies lands the kill on Mr. Fallen, this could be the end. But Mr. Fallen is just dancing in and out of the angle, buying all the time.
No money for FNATIC.
Himself just as his teammate makes it there. When I saw him run to the north
play
side,
better
I'm
captain
like, is he
too,
getting
bro.
his cam back? He knows there's not enough time. What's
Looking
happening?
so
No,
good.
He was rotating. Risky, but it worked out.
That's the thing. I think with the post spawn they had, unless Mr. Fallen did something incredibly silly and aggressive, the chances are he would have had the time to get back around and realizing that the plant from where he was sucked. Like he would have had to take out Hyper and Alfie as the biggest point of contention up above.
Teleport's ready.
Gotta secure this round,
Mr.
FNATIC.
Fallen up close. Well, he has been dealt with, to say the least, and the reveal hadn't even found its way to the site yet. Cracks with a good attempt, but only the one to be found. The
go, Riz.
4
Not
players
gonna lie.
facing him down proved to be too much to handle. Out of captain, sure.
6-6, man. It's a good half.
But they got posted up. There was no way.
Though.
Difficult standard once you've set it to meet every time, though. twltch, he's made it in. Cam spotted. Alfier is going to back off for a moment. He's a bit hesitant. And the door causing a problem. Now they think
there's
Captain
something fishy here,
is
no?
the main danger, and they are
Apparently
so
not.
wrong about that. Yedajay here for the trade. That, well, if Captain went down, Kayak at least finds something on the site. Crashies to emerge from the smoke. Yedajay heard him drop down. They know now where two of these players are. Dealing with them is a different story, you would think, but not when Zeus is on the scene.
Yeah, man.
Left to Boaster.
I don't see him winning this round. I'm not gonna lie.
In his possession in the B
Too
side.
low, bro. Too low.
Wide
But
open.
they're gonna get the putt.
That's about where the advantages dissipate.
Or something.
If he doesn't win this clutch, I think that's every single pistol going the way
Would be.
of FUT. Doesn't have much to play with even. No
They're gonna
smokes
play
online.
together.
It's just going to have to come down to the firefights. He's been good in clutches before, but they are sending that low man in first.
Yeah.
Knowing exactly where he is, as far doesn't even have the bullets at this point to do anything. Was hoping the right click would be kind, but not in this scenario. Go for something aggressive. It looks like the north side is their point of call.
You have to. In a round like this where there's so many weaknesses brought to bear with your weaponry, this is where you make up for that with some aggression. Nice flash. Follow-up not quite there from Zeus. Not a Captain putting on his best foot forward, but he won't catch them. The reload needed. The rest of the cavalry, though, rounds the corner, and Crashy's 7 HP. He isn't long for this world. That's the spike. Boaster steps in, but he's into heavy traffic.
Yeah, lost,
That's a big
bro.
mistake. And the 2v3 taking a 1v1.
This is happening, okay? This is
caught off
but yeah,
guard.
it is FNATIC, man. It is FNATIC. We
now.
never know. They can still come back. But it's not looking good,
Goes
bro.
to FUT
Not good. Look at their face. It's not looking good for
And at
FNATIC.
this stage of the game,
And he sometimes comes in the form of Ada Captain, but not this round.
Okay.
Boaster's managed to shut him down. Probably the most influential
Trying to go with
player in
running
this map
center.
so far. Oh, Yedajay is on the outskirts, hoping maybe somebody walks back into a trip so he can get an opener, but it's not looking too likely.
30 seconds left.
Mr. Farland's plan, though, is an attempt to try and deny that plant. This is going to make things a little bit more shaky. In fact, with the spam through, Krax has made this one very interesting indeed.
Spike
Rolling
planted.
Thunder has to be used to try to bridge the gap, and Alfier is the one to connect the kill on the back of it, but his teammates are thinning out as we speak. Chronicle and Boast are already gone. He's only
FNATIC
got
needs a hero.
who is stuck in a corner on the site. A wall goes up the fast lane, and Crashies takes advantage of it, steps in for the kill on Zeus, but that's all he gets. Cracks 4 kills under his belt, but the op still to be crossed, still to be dealt with. They've made it to the site, and now Alpha's the one who has to step forward. It's already being
Don't you
diffused
dare.
halfway. Alpha needs to swing now and confirm it's not all the way. He doesn't land the shot. Mr. Fallen needs to bait him into another duel. Then Mr. Fallen wins. FUT with enough
He
time
did
on the
0
clock.
damage on Mr. Fallen, bro.
Another round,
This is
another
happening, bro.
nail in
They need a miracle, and
when
I
it comes to clearing a lot of these positions, we've seen it used proactively. We've seen it in post plants. Now we won't even see Kayak make it to a post plant. The spike has barely moved. No ground really taken. But ground being taken away from them, players being removed, even suppressed, revealed as a result. The information is there, the weaponry, the advantages for FUT, and 35 seconds with 3 players coming in from the same angle with a cosmic divide blocking them
30
out.
seconds
FNATIC, we're talking about them being knocked out of kickoff. Well, I'll tell you what, they may be locked out of this round. There is a firing squad waiting for them.
This is
Orbital
crazy.
Strike is not covering what it needs to. It gives a little angle, actually. Works as a smoke. Boaster fires back through it, and color me incorrect,
Spike
but 12
down.
seconds left. The spike needs to be planted, and Ada Captain still here, buying time, running down the clock, and running down the numbers of FNATIC. 12-6. 1 more needed, and 6 chances to do it. How do FNATIC...
Still standing, and look at the positioning. Look how far they have pushed in the round. He has boxed them in. Alfier, though, looks to punch right through that box. A first kill will set them up, but there is the man of the moment coming in from behind. Yedajay.
He really is the man of the moment,
It will
bro.
be left onto Crashy,
What a
master
superstar,
of the
bro.
clutch, but this
Low-key,
one
what a
sees the clutch
superstar.
Too far.
Elimination game against FNATIC, and he destroyed them, bro.
13-6, 13-10, 2-0. They send FNATIC out of kickoff. The kings of EMEA are dead. Long live the king.
This is one of those matches that I think FUT are going to be very happy